How much and what does sticking around the sport after your retirement mean to you?
It's awesome. The fact that I was able to carve out a place for myself inside of the company and where they find value in me staying around. All right. Not only value in the commentary, but also value at ESPN, where I'm getting to do my own show every week with Ariel, where I'm getting to go on First Take, go on Sports Center, like doing all these things that allow for me to stay a part of the sport because it's a sport I love. I love mixed martial arts. I love combat. I love being around this thing, and I truly believe that by still having this access to the company and to the sport and to the game, it doesn't really that draw of coming back to fighting doesn't pull at me as much as some of the other guys that you see bounce back and forth
Yeah,
constantly around it.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. To be able to stay close to it.
yeah.
Max, did you have something you were going to say?
Yep, this guy is following the Kobe. He's following the Kobe mentality. Coach made sure he had stuff going on, so he knows he don't have to battle with coming back to the sport. And did the Kobe got a detail? DC got a detail. What
Well,
is going on? This guy is Kobe picked him.
yeah,
That's the
that was the,
crazy
that
thing.
was,
Kobe
that
picked
was
him.
that was the best part about the whole. That
Oh
was the best part of
man.
the detail, right? Was that I got a. They said, "Listen, you guys, we have analysts in the sport. We want to see a couple of these guys try to do detail." So I sent in my tryout. Essentially, Kobe saw it and was like, "I'd like to meet him." And I was at a wrestling tournament in Orange County. The morning before the tournament, I went to Kobe's office and I sat with him for hours, and I got to talk to him and pick his brain about what his vision for detail was. And we lost Kobe this year, and it's like to be a part of his brain child. This is the thing that this was his. Detail
Yeah.
was his, and to him for him to have entrusted me with this product, it means the world to me. And also the fact that um, I know that I have to do the job in the best way that I can because that's what KB did. And what KB did was unmatched by anyone. That's why you see the guys that are doing detail. So it's but you hope that your second act can be as good as what Kobe's second act was about to be.
Yeah.
So and I'm just lucky and blessed.
Absolutely. I mean, you do an amazing job. I watched a few of those, and I enjoy your detail voice. You have a different
Yeah.
voice
Well,
on
because it's like
detail.
they Laura, they said because people always say stuff like sounds like he's in a closet. When before they moved into the new studio, it was a closet.
Was
It
it?
was a closet with a computer for me to do detail, but it details a film room. That's why
Yeah.
Kobe sounded like he did, and Peyton, and
Yeah.
everybody that
I-
does it, because it's not supposed to be me calling and yelling and hyping the
Yeah.
fight. We're
yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about
I
this.
love I love how you guys talk. People is saying you guys is there to break it down for us without the
Mhm.
oh my god, blah blah.
Yeah.
Like you're breaking it down. I don't love the fact that he broke it down before one of my fights. Like, come on,
Wait, listen.
come on.
That is the issue. That is an issue I've had on a few occasions with my friends. Habib wasn't happy, but here's the deal. I asked. I got a detail coming up. Max didn't have his belt anymore. I said Holloway, Cejudo, who was double champ at the time, and someone else. 80% of the vote was Max Holloway. So when you do that, it was like, okay, the fans
All right,
get Max Holloway detail, and
all
that's
right.
exactly what we did. I mean, but I hope that I did your. I've never asked a fighter. Did I do
Oh,
your?
you did, bro. You did it. You did it too good. Like I wanted to punch you in the throat. I wanted to punch this guy in the throat, but it is what it is. I understand the job, but it's amazing too that those detailed stuff is amazing to think. Not only DC's one, I saw a couple Peytons. I watched a couple of Kobe's, and then even I saw Kevin Durant is doing one now, and it's just
Mhm.
super excited. Like these guys is like greats of their game. If not solidified greats, they're goats. Like DC's a goat, and like to hear him and to just like get the little details that they give you is just crazy. It's what you say. Like a lot of sometimes he say something like oh wow, it's pretty slick that he caught that. I would have thought no one had caught that, and he catches it. I'm like this punk, but it's cool. It's cool to learn, to learn and see that. It's just it's an amazing thing.
And that is what he told us about the show, Laura. He said, this show, right? I think it's become now a bit of a game plan for an opponent, right? If I ever had somebody do a detail on Stipe, I would have loved to have watched it, but I didn't have that. But it's for that kid that's in Hawaii right now, that's starting mixed martial arts and goes, I want to be Max Holloway. He can go to that show and watch some of the things that Max Holloway does inside of the octagon to try and become Max Holloway. Even if he takes one of those things, he can try to emulate and build a game around some of those things that I hopefully was able to shine the light on.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.